We got ourselves Kisgod gonna be first up on team 2 versus Christina as a feral druid. Lakopic hoping going after. Oh, Christina opened up onto Kisgod immediately with a Convoke in the opener. Big old bites, quite a bit of damage to Kisgod. That's gonna be Shield of Vengeance immediately. I mean, Shield of Righteous. Shield of Vengeance. It is Shield of Vengeance, isn't it? Big old damage for Kisgod. You're the Black Christina, but the thorns. Oh my goodness. He didn't look out for the thorns. He thought he was gonna be okay, and then he just kind of got whacked. He just got whacked. I'm actually surprised because usually during blind, you're not even touching the enemy. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. That Convoke, by the way, that was a pretty solid Convoke. It's only like a 2-second channel, but it did quite a bit of damage. It did quite a, you know, this did a lot there. Sounds like Christina, try to see if you can get the hell out of this. Stunned by Chili, playing full blown holy big day. Oh my god. Just came in with a full arm in the death. Silence, big old grip, stun, no trinket. Just out of there, dude. Wow, the army of the undead, dude. It looks like Spencer's next. Wait, is the Hunter or Spencer? Looks like it is gonna be Var. Var is next. As Survival Hunter trying to go for a silence on the Chili with a big old stun. Big damage is gonna be human racial for Chili with an AMS. Trying to see if he can catch up on a little bit of health. Still not super amazing at dealing with the physical damage. Oh, there's a Beastmaster Hunter too. Oh, Var with the BM. BM is nutty now. I actually wonder, like, what on sounds is Var playing, by the way? Does anybody have any? Does anybody have a screenshot? Chill, try to see if you can walk towards Var. Trick is still available for Var in case things go bad. Chill has to pop IBF here, try to see if he can survive the damage. Needs to go for a little bit of healing. Sounds out of Var, but I think he does have him in a kill shot range. Big damage out of the Holy DK, but the physical damage does still overpower him quite a bit. Var sending out the pets at Copy Fiend immediately, who is still playing Enhancement Shaman. And Var does need himself the traps and the pets to make damage work here. Copy, just try to see if he can get himself quite a bit of extra free damage, free maelstrom from those pets. And this is going to be trying to see if he can charge towards Var. Try to see if he can hit him in the totem, the static totem. The pets are actually caught in the static totem. They can't reach Copy for a second. That's kind of funny. That's kind of interesting. Sounds on a Copy and it's going to rotate the Chimeric Poison, which I think goes with a slow into a silence into a damage and healing reduction. Big old stun onto Copy as Var just unleashing the pets, unleashing the kill commands. Copy does go for a little bit of flesh cut. That's going to be many advantages for Var. It looks like he didn't have a flame shock on him or anything. Stun around the corner as Copy does get the damage in. Should be able to make some damage happen if the drops down the totem for Doom wins. Var is going to be able to get the hell out of there for a quick second. Sorry I keep swapping the wrong people, by the way. So Copy's 5 and he's 5, right? Okay, that works out. I can just remember that one. Copy taking quite a bit of damage though, with the Death Chakram. And hopefully Death Chakram. Oh, his pets are down. Var's pets are dead. At least his main pet is. The second bear is out. He does need to go for a Freezing Trap Revive. Copy does go for a Trick and Interrupt, trying to deny him any pet summons the server. Got him in a static totem to not let him go anywhere. Turtle Shell does come out for Var. Having to use Turtle Shell just to summon a pet. Couldn't literally go anywhere. Copy had him trapped. That was actually so cool. That's gonna be Copy, able to get himself quite a bit of damage. Stunned by Var. Does he go for the Chimeric Poison though? I do wonder. He might be able to. Is that a slow? I think it's a 90% slow here. Sounds that a Copy will not be able to heal himself, and now healing and damage reduction does pop a wall to try to deal with the damage here from Var. There's going to be a Flesh Scaft interrupted for the Hunter, but should still be able to maybe get out of this situation. Lots of damage on a Copy out of nowhere. Did he have a Battle Master trick and fall off or something? That just kind of came out of nowhere. Unless Copy just got mad burst out, just a ridiculous amount of birds just randomly. Spencer, ooh, an Arcane Magus. How are you doing? Got playing that Temporal, we can see. He got Temporal, he got Rune of Power by the looks of it. I'm very interested to see what that's gonna look like. Trying to see if he can get a Nova onto Copy, trying to see if he can land a Poly. Does Shimmer out of there. And that's going to be Copy, able to walk at him. Is going to be able to interrupt a lot of the casts. Out of trapped in place. Trying to see if he can purge all his shields. And that's going to be a stun onto Spencer. Literally couldn't leave. Copy just unleashing just the elements on the guy. Just hitting him with everything he's got. The Wolves to try to chip away the eyes. Unable to do so. Spencer Not able to get a lot of healing while inside of the ice block. That's going to be a bit of temporal getting cleansed pretty quickly. Does give him some healing by the looks of it. Flash got up for Spencer to give himself more shields as Copy is just continuing to purge the rest of his shields. Nova finally able to get away from Copy for a second. Hit him with a touch of the magic, going to be all the time. Can remove it if he wants to. A little bit of a missiles available. Spencer will not have the defensive with the all the time anymore. Trying to get those barrages to do whatever damage he can to Copy. Was actually doing quite a bit of decent damage. Does need to get a slow into Copy or something. Needs some healing. Get interrupted on Arcane. I think if Copy can maybe get one lightning bolt while no shields are up, he actually is just going to have them. Spencer is at least able to get some form of healing, any kind of healing where he can. I think every time Copy hits into his shields, but the shields just get purged almost immediately. Big old primordial blast set up, lightning bolts flying. That's going to be an interrupt on Spencer again on Arcane, just purged of all the buffs. Able to move, able to run, but no more ice block, and Copy is going to have the flame shock took out on him. Copy just coming out of the woodwork, dude, with that static. That's what is that? Just to make sure I get the name right for the totem. It is called the static field totem. That's interesting. I like it. Static field. It's gonna be either Broton or Locke OP, and it looks like I think he's letting Broton go play. No, it looks like Locke is gonna be up next as an Affliction Warlock. I was gonna say an Unholy Warlock, but close enough, right? Unholy DK, Affliction Warlock. Yeah, both of them got some dots here and there. I think Affliction only used to be more dot heavy, wasn't it? Locke getting hit with a Panda. The Panda in cap effect. The static field isn't going to let him go anywhere either. Fear onto the Shaman. Doesn't sit in there for long at all. Going to be a big old pour for Locke. Big lead for Copy. Let's just try to see if he can catch up to Locke Copium. Might be able to get some damage in there. There's going to be plenty of Maelstrom available to try to get a lot of healing. It's going to be Locke. Somebody in the dark lane get interrupted on Shadow. Does need to go for a stun into Locke or Copy. Is going to hit him with the fear as well as a hunt to follow right after. That's a lot of damage to Copy. Needs to interrupt the flash gift. He doesn't want to give him a opportunity to be able to get too much healing off it. Shadow bolts flying, trying to make the shadow bolts do something, anything. And the dots and Copy are actually doing quite a bit of work. Like the dots have been buffed for Affliction Warlocks for 9.1 slightly, like Agony as well as Corruption do more damage. And if you have a Ledger to work with it to make those dots do even more damage, it could be really not bad. Fear into Copy off of that Mortal Coil. Locke does go for the big drain. Does give himself a pretty big suction in there. And that's a lot of healing gain for him. Copy recovers heals pretty easily with the Maelstrom spent. And Locke at least gets some range of the Copy. Is going to continue to keep hitting him with the curses. Copy can remove curses and should be removing them regularly. Interrupt him on Shadow. That's going to be the nature cast with a hunt as well as UA most likely. Try to see if he can get a fear set up onto Copy. It's melting quite a bit. Try to see if he can get a static link onto Locke. Didn't quite catch him in there. Fear to follow as Locke is just loading up Copy full of dots. Getting those dots, I think, to tick out faster. That's quite a bit of damn. Hex at a Locke does reflect it, but the Hex back into Copy, and Copy under quite a bit of pressure. Having to go for healing surges, gets interrupted, and actually, with a drain life, I think it could be over. Does Copy have the Maelstrom or the mana to work with it? Does recover health at the last second right before dropping. That's also going to be Earth Elemental, giving him a little bit extra health to work with. Also using a trinket, which I believe maybe is a Battlemaster's trinket? Potentially. Copy trying to make some damage happen on Locke. Another fear. Wants to go for the full hunt dot setup. Is just trying to make the biggest damage happen. Trying to let his dots stick out. I think he's using the Honor talent, which I don't remember what's it called. I think Rapid Contagion, where you spend 3 soul shards and then all your dots tick out faster or tick more often on the enemy. So you're able to get more damage over time, especially if you're playing dot heavy playstyle. Static killing totem does keep him in place, landing if you're into Copy either way. Trinkets out of it. Try to see if it might be able to get finally some damage to the Warlock, unless Locke has some escapes in mind. Dark Layers up, that's a baseline 2-minute cooldown, so that's quite a bit. Quite a bit offensive, and actually going to be that nice lockdown with a stun into Malefic Rapture's Mortal Coil. Big drain, taking him out. Well done by the Affliction Warlock. Athwoman is up next, fighting off a pet. It looks like Dark Layers literally zapping him through the wall. Was that just me, or did anybody else see that? That was a little bit weird though, dude. Akapi going for the fear, and Atho adaptation trinkets out of that. With a Hodge onto Locke. Doesn't have the Succubus to help him out with CC. That's going to be the Warlock trying to see if he can bail out of there. Soul Shape does give him plenty of mobility. Big blind onto Locke. Does Athowoman have enough damage just to do through the blind? Almost gets him. That's going to be Battlemaster trinket back up. I don't know if he has a Warlock Hellstone or not. But at least Battle Master Tricky gives a little bit more health to work with. Bubble as a Mortal Coil flies out. Arthur is just trying to see if he can end him right now, dude. Try not to give him a lot of opportunity to play the game. Fear to follow. Lockup is stuck in the Ashland. I think he will eventually melt to the Ashland if he stays there too long. Oh, there goes the Battle Master Tricky. That Ashland dude just didn't let him go anywhere at all. Interesting. Very interesting. And Broton is the last one left. Is he ready for Athelwoman? Is he ready for him? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Cyclone in the opener, and Atha is going to be caught out. Broton will at least be able to get himself some Star Search power in there. Big old combo coming down with Incarnation that's going to force a defensive out of Atha. Burnt Earth Shield of Vengeance, that's going to be also Starfall. Broton is hanging out by the stars, and if he can actually kite Athaman into the stars, he might be in a good spot. Doesn't kite him into the stars. He might need to do that more often. Might need to just go for Starfall as often as possible if he wants to make the Starfall playstyle work. He's going for the Star Surges. That's going to be Atha trying to see if he can hit him with the Destroyer, and does land it. Trying to see if he can interrupt that port before it happened. Entangled, so the Atha has a hand of freedom for it immediately. Broton with a bark skin. Athaman does not have wings, but is still getting quite a bit of damage to Broton just by passive damage. Hodge onto Broton. Does Athaman have a setup? Seraphim, anything? Wreck? Looks like he doesn't. Just trying to make whatever damage happen. Broton does have emergency healing activated as it dips super low, and hammer. Oh my goodness, that hammer. I was really good, dude. We saw an Affliction Warlock. We saw an Enhancer Shaman play. Shaman's actually healed for a ton, by the way. That was actually really, really cool. Unholy Deacon, dude, just came in, just like stomped on whoever was the first person in there, dude. Just walked all over them. That's crazy, man. That's actually crazy. Wow. Alrighty, boys, let's get another up and running, yeah?